Hello everybody. I am Orai and I am super excited to be back with yet another Zombie Survivors. They are putting out, this is first and foremost, this is a private beta. This isn't available to anybody yet except a few people that the developers have given private beta keys to so we could try it out. We are allowed to publish videos for this, so it's not like under NDA or anything, but this is not out yet. This isn't even like a local beta branch that people can try. This is like they only sent this to a few people. I'm assuming just some content creators and people in the Discord, you know. But with that out of the way, this is a huge major update for this game. It will be out, I think, in the beta form, so you could try it from like the beta path on Steam in a couple of weeks, and then it'll probably go, it's probably not going to be public for a little while, so this is still a little ways away from being public. But major updates here. We're going to go over some of it, so if you don't want to hear the talking stuff, I'll try to put in timestamps, because I know some people just like to jump to the gameplay, but if you're a fan of yet another Zombie Survivor, I think you're going to want to see this because it's substantial. The gameplay plays the same, but they changed up the mechanics of this game so much, and the upgrade tree right here is probably going to explain most of it. So right now you can see this looks totally different. They added meta progressions now for general and then for each individual character. So each individual character has their own set meta progression that you level up separately, you get your own points, and then you can put them into weapons, abilities, and things like that. So we'll kind of go, we won't go through like every character, but we'll kind of go over what the general ideas of what they added here. So this is your typical meta progression. You can get extra health points, decreased cooldown, increase crit hits, things like that for abilities. Your pretty standard stuff. This is just the general meta progression. But now when we come here, when we go to the SWAT character, now you're going to be able to level up your weapons. You can level up your low level weapons, or you can level up your high level weapons depending on which weapon you think you like the best, and they're going to give them buffs. So you can see on this assault rifle I get 3 extra magazine size and I get 10 extra damage, and then if I put more points into it, we'll get magazine size cooldown reduction. And so that's kind of the same for all of these weapons. And then you can upgrade your abilities too. So grenade trail will get lower cooldown, extra grenades. These are pretty big. So now you can upgrade the weapons you want the most. So whatever abilities you like, whatever weapons you like, if you want to have a stronger early game, put points into pistol or SMG early and then put things into this later. There's still more to be unlocked here too. I haven't gotten to level 30 yet, so there is some extra stuff to see here. But now this is where the big changes are. So now we get evolutions. The abilities in this game now have evolutions. So like most of these type of survivor games, once you max out a level to an ability, you can evolve it. So now you can do that with this. And there's actually 2 evolutions per ability. I'm assuming these are going to be the other abilities. These ones don't get evolutions right now. I'm not sure what the plan is for these ones, but right now it's just 2 abilities per character. So grenade trail gets an evolution, and then helicopter gets an evolution. Couple more right here. I don't know what those are, who knows, but for right now, like, this turret doesn't have an evolution. We're just leveling up the ability here, so maybe it is ricochet and turret over here. It probably will be, because if we're looking at how this goes, you know, grenade helicopter, and then it could be ricochet turret here, who knows. And then another new change is they added these badges. So each character gets a couple badges that you can level up. And then when you play your game, before you start a game, you're going to be able to select, I think, up to 4 badges depending on what you unlock in your meta progression up here. So here you get like extra badge slots. So you can get badges for each character, and then you can level these up, and then you can equip the badges. Super cool. So for instance, this one is going to give me cast modifier and then specialization 2%. This one gives you kinetic type tags. So now there's tags in this game. That's a whole other thing, which I'll show you when we get into the game. And then lastly, another huge thing they added is they added synergies. So now your abilities will synergize when you pick certain characters. These will do it automatically. So right now I have the pyro one unlocked with the SWAT character. So you can see on the right hand side with pyro, helicopter strike leaves a trail of fire in its path. So as long as we have helicopter strike and as long as we have the pyro character in our party, it's automatically going to do that. Every character has their own synergy. So like the tank will synergize with pyro and the medic. Engineer has synergies with the huntress and ghost, and then you can see how it works. So like with the ghost, the electric turrets fire kunais around on deactivation, so it's pretty sweet. They're all going to have a couple synergies, so, and I'm assuming they're all going to get synergies with extra classes here too eventually. Not in the game yet. I'm not sure what all these kind of blank things are. These might come later, but we'll see. But that's really it. That's all the new stuff they added. So let's jump into the game. So we go to start now. Now you can see it looks a little bit different here. You see like what abilities, yeah, so they are going to add evolutions to these also. So those are probably the next ones we unlock. But anyways, we get 2 different evolutions here. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what they are until you get into the game. I'm assuming that's probably going to change too. I know this one right here. So for instance, this one's gonna, your helicopter is gonna go on its normal trail, but it's also gonna fire bullets around your character. So if you're off the path, the helicopter will still shoot at enemies around you, which is pretty sweet. I don't know what this one is. I haven't seen it yet. And then that's really it. So let's pick the SWAT. We're gonna run us the SWAT character first. We'll do isolated city. We'll run endless mode. I don't know how long we're going to survive because we don't have a lot. I barely have any meta progression. It's not quite a refresh because I did get 90 points because I was max level, but I definitely don't have anything near leveled up. So if you enjoy grinding, there's probably going to be a lot more to grind in this game. Okay, now here's our badges. So these are all the badges I've unlocked. So we could do like cash modifier, specialization, kinetic damage type. Let's do health points and armor. Weapon attack speed and movement speed, XP modifier and luck, and then there's a couple other ones here. What do we want to do? Cash modifier. I think cash modifier is good now too because you'll need it for leveling up your character. Let's do dodge chance. That sounds good. And then you get different difficulty levels here now. You get 1, 2, or 3. We only have 1. So let's run this. Okay. Let's start the game. So for purposes of this game, you know, I'm not optimized. I picked all the abilities that are gonna I picked the ability or the meta progression that's gonna let us show off the stuff like the evolutions and the synergies. So that's kind of what we're gonna focus on here. So I'm gonna go like straight into helicopter strike because that's one of our evolutions, and so we'll see what that looks like. And then we're obviously gonna pick the pyro character when that shows up. So for right now, the ability's still the same. We need to either evolve it or we need to pick up the pyromancer to change how it's gonna work. We'll do pistol here. You can also, they did change too. They changed a lot of how the game works too in the actual game. You now only get 6 items, and I guess we should have probably went over that too. We can maybe go over that after it, but I know some people just want to jump into the game. They changed up the items in this game a lot too. They changed up the items a lot. So you're no longer stacking 20 or 30 items as you play. I think you're only getting 6 items now. I think that's how this is going to work. They changed the cooldowns now for SOSs, so it takes longer to get the SOSs and things like that. You'll see as we're playing it. Okay, let's do the pistol again. But honestly, I'm all for these changes. I like the idea of maybe only getting 6 items, because I'm pretty sure that's how it works now. I think you can only get 6 items. But again, they're substantially better. Oh yeah, and here's the tags. Okay, let's go over the tags. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. So you have tags up here. They're pretty simple and easy to understand too. Every time you pick a weapon or an upgrade, not everyone, but they're gonna have a little tag at the bottom, and they're easy to understand. If you get 10 of them, you're gonna get a bonus for it. So like kinetic right now, we have a 16% chance to apply injure on enemy hit. And if we get 10 kinetic, we're going to get a bonus where enemies deal less damage to player if they're injured. So it's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. And so now every sort of weapon type in this game or damage type is going to have a tag to it. And then you can build up your tags. And now some of the items too are going to be tag associated. Like you saw one of the upgrades was we could get +2 to kinetic damage or something. Let's do the ability chance. That's a really high one. Okay, I guess we'll do grenade trail because that's one of the other evolutions. But I'm really happy to be back with this game. It has been a while since we played this, mainly because there hasn't been a substantial update in quite a while. So I'm glad to be back and trying all this new things out. So you can see the tags at the bottom, and then you can see where it's highlighting up on top too. So if we were to take grenade trail, this would deal damage to all enemies within explosive range. If we get 10 explosions, then we get explosion radius increased by 21%. We're gonna do helicopter strike though. So yeah, expect the game to be substantially harder for a little bit once you jump back in. Because again, they didn't reset your progress, but they added more to it now. So I'm assuming that they balanced the game around you are now only at 5% strength instead of like 100. So let's do helicopter strike again. Let's come get this magnet. Oh, here's our crate too. So let's come see what the crate has to offer. Okay, so now here's what we get. So some of them are still relatively similar. Defeating a boss activates a killing spree. The first banish of each power-up selection screen is now guaranteed to be free. Every 300 points of max HP grants you 3% critical chance. Distributed fairly among all. That's a pretty good one. And then this one, burning enemies have a chance to explode on every tick, dealing 100% fire damage type. See, these are all, I think all of these have been reworked. But you can see on the right hand side over here, we only have 6 slots now. Since we're gonna take pyro, we'll take this one. Burning enemies have a chance to explode on every tick. So let's go with that one. Okay, let's come get our SOS. We're gonna get the pyro, so we're gonna re-roll for the pyro. Okay, so here's our first, or I guess we get both of them right here. So the helicopter strike with chemtrails. Helicopter will now drop chemical grenades on the side of its flight path, or helicopter now also supports the squad by firing at enemies near their location. Let's do the chemtrails. That sounds a little bit cooler. So it's now going to drop grenades, chemical grenades, on the side of its flight path. So now you can see we're getting different elemental types for all the different characters too. So now we're getting like a chem ability on the SWAT character, which I don't think we ever had before. So stuff like that changes a lot. Okay, so now let's do SMG. Let's do SMG again. Okay, let's do SMG again. Well, I forget what evolutions we had for this character. Was it Molotov? Man, I wish I would have remembered which ones it was. Let's do Fire Axe. Ooh, big hit. All right, and now we'll get, let's get the assault rifle while it's here. And then we'll do the grenade trail next, because that's one we need to upgrade also. That's one I know we get an evolution for. So let's see what the chemtrails are doing here. Oh yeah, so there it is. There, see, now it's shooting out these grenades, and it's also doing the fire path. So now all of a sudden our helicopter strike is probably a lot better than it used to be. So now it's shooting out chem grenades while doing a fire trail. Okay, let's do ability. So they changed these two, the military trainings. You pick one, so you pick ability area. You have to pick what character you want to give it to now. We'll give it to SWAT. Yeah, see, so now we're doing the fire trail and it's launching these chemical grenades. Super awesome, I love it. Okay, let's do grenade trail. But these are the kind of changes we needed in this game, you know? We really needed to see big upgrades like this. It really is really going to differentiate on the builds now that you can do. And now that you can't get every single item too, that's going to change a lot of things. If you can only pick 3 or 6, that's huge. That's a big change. Is it for the best? I don't know yet. It's still way too early to tell. But it is a big change, and it will definitely affect how you play your build. Okay, let's do... We can do the makeshift bomb. See, we haven't seen another SOS in a while here either. Okay, there's another item. I honestly don't know how long we'll survive either. I'd imagine it's not going to be very long. Okay, so let's see. Freeze enemies. Frozen enemies can emit an aura that freezes other nearby enemies. We can banish items too, sort of still like how we could before. Well, not banish them, but you know, before the game even starts, you can lock them out. I didn't do that, just so we could, because I just kind of wanted to see what they all were. Defeating an enemy or defeating a elite or boss enemy instantly reloads your weapons and grants 20% cooldown reduction for 10 seconds. That's pretty good. Bleeding statuses tick twice as fast. So that's probably, that seems like it's for slashing, which I don't think we're gonna pick. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna pick the ghost. So 50% white power up duration and lifetime. That's really good. I think out of these ones, we'll take one of these. Let's do the weapon cooldown reduction. Okay, let's do grenade trail. So some of these abilities that a lot of people didn't like can now, I don't know, can now potentially be some of the better ones with evolutions. I never liked grenade trail. Grenade trail always sucked. It never really did anything. It never did a lot of damage. It didn't really provide any sort of utility. It just wasn't, it was almost not even worth leveling up sometimes. Depending on some of my runs, I would just straight up banish the weapon, just so I could get to the general upgrades first, so I can start getting like weapon crit and things like that. Let's do assault rifle on those ones. Oh yeah, this is getting hard. We're definitely not killing that quick. Okay, let's do weapon damage, I think, here. And then let's put it on the SWAT. I don't know how I feel about it being on individual characters too. Again, I get it, because they probably want to at least help with the power curve here. Because before it was way too easy to get like 100% crit on everybody and things like that. So I guess it does sort of make sense now to limit that a little bit. Okay, we'll do grenade trail. Listen, we gotta try to get grenade trail overclocked here. Or okay, so I want the medic. It's like it knew which ones I wanted. I think the medic maybe got a new ability too, or a reworked ability. I'm gonna have to look here, because I saw medical drones. I haven't actually played as the medic yet though, but I saw medic drones. Experiment 21. Throw, see, these are different. Throw experimental substance grenades that contain either liquid nitrogen or chemical materials at random. That's awesome. Resuscitation, I'll probably take this though. For now, I'll take this. When the squad's health drops to 0, medic automatically uses a defibrillator to revive everyone. The battery needs, so like normal, HP restored 0.01. Huh, I wonder, is that 10%? And then invisibility for 1.5 seconds. We're gonna do that just because I want to ensure we get the longest run here as possible. And don't worry, we'll be playing this game all week. There'll probably be a video out for this game every day. So if you don't see something you want to see in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel then, because we'll be doing stuff for this all week. For those that kind of came in later, so yeah, so medical Joan. But anyways, for those that kind of came in later into the channel, this is how I kind of got my start. You know, I was a lowly 100 sub YouTuber, and then this game came out. I had a video blow up for like 100,000 views. I got like 1,500 subs off of it, and we just kept growing from there. So this was kind of like the original game that I played. So I probably have close to 100 videos for this game. So if you're newish to the channel, this was kind of like the original Deep Rock Galactic game that I played. So now we get a medical drone. Deploy a flying drone to attack enemies while you're moving, or heal while you're holding. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I'm never a fan of holding position in these games. Because let's just try it. Let's try her experiment 21, because usually holding still is like a death sentence. There's maybe a time and a place. Let's see if I can like see how quickly this heals. It's not a lot. Yeah, that's not a lot, and I just took more damage by sitting there. Probably need to level that up a substantial amount to make it worth it. It is cool that it does attack though. That's something new. Okay, so damage and health. Yeah, so it's only 1 health per second. I'm gonna re-roll these because I really want to see I want to see this. Okay, here we go. Each grenade explosion has an 80% chance of spawning another grenade. This chance is reduced by 20% for each grenade spawned. So it can keep chaining. So it can do 80%, and then it can do an explosion, and then a 60%. So it could keep chaining. That's awesome. Thus the term domino. So yeah, let's try that. I'd like to see what the other one is first, but we'll do this. That one's gonna be hard to tell because the grenades are gonna kind of be happening off the beaten path, you know? But that does seem like a cool upgrade. So you could get like 4 or 5 extra explosions off of that. Okay, so now let's see what we got here. The first reroll of each power-up selection screen is now guaranteed to be free. Every 5 movement speed at over 100 adds 1 ability. Oh, that's cool. Movement speed is always really important in this game. What's our movement speed at though? So here's our team. Okay, so now you can see like each individual character. Our movement speed is at 120. Oh, so we're already over 100. That sounds pretty good then. So I guess so I guess you start at 100 then, right? You started for every empty item slot. Oh, wow. See, game-changing items here. This is something you build around, the wooden stick. For every empty item slot you gain 20%. So if you have, so again, we can have 6 items. If you have the wooden stick as your only item, you're gonna get 100% extra XP. And then if you just sit on it like that, you're just gonna get so much XP. We're gonna do this one though. Let's do that movement speed, and then that's gonna give us extra ability damage, area, and duration. And plus, movement speed's just really good. I feel like we could use some extra movement speed here. All right, let's do weapon crit chance. That's a huge percentage. And we'll put that on SWAT. Oh, are those blue no, what was the blue oh, the blue explosion. Oh my gosh, look how many explosions that is. That was actually really good for the grenade. That was solid. But the blue explosion was that other new ability she has. Let's do Firewalk. Firewalk's a good ability. Yeah, so with this attack drone, healing drone, I think you really need a specific build for it. And this build isn't it, because I can barely hold still, right? There's almost no reason to hold still in this game. Let's do no pain, no gain. This helicopter is so cool, though. It's so good. So many status effects. Okay, let's do Molotov cocktail. Yeah, that grenade is really good, too. Okay, so for each damage type tag with a bonus of at least 3, so we only have... Okay, we have 3 right now. We have fire, kinetic, and explosive. We'll get 1% critical damage, 2% attack speed, and 3% weapon cooldown reduction. Increases ability area increased by 5% for every 10% pickup range over 100. That's cool. 15% damage for every empty slot item. So again, you could get 15, 30, 45, 60, 75% extra damage if you have 5 empty slots. When you get hit, create an explosion dealing 100% explosive type damage and pushes enemies back. I think we'll try this one. Let's see what our pickup range is. Probably 100. Okay, so that's only going to give me 5% for now. But again, this is something you could build around. You could do a pickup range build. That's crazy, right? That is crazy to think that in this game you can now do a pickup range build, and for every pickup range you have, you're now going to get an insane ability area. So if you put like a lot of your meta progression into ability range for your pickup range for those military trainings, you could do pickup range with those, I believe. So if you start putting points into that, that's pretty good. Let's do, I guess we'll just do this one. See, and then this one gives you a benefit for building into multiple tags. So the more tags you have at level 3, the more damage you're gonna get. Just, yeah, all really cool stuff. So I'm gonna try to hold still and do some heals here. Okay, let's do... I want to try to do the abilities more and keep going into the weapons. All right, let's do... We'll do ability. Oh, man, I keep forgetting. It's only for one character, though. Well, let's go with SWAT, since SWAT has... since SWAT has most of the high-level abilities right now. Alright, let's do makeshift bomb. I'm only picking these because I honestly forgot what one the pyro does. So it only seems, I didn't look at the other characters' abilities, but the medic definitely got a pretty big rework here. She got 2 whole new abilities with her grenade thing and her healing / attack drone. Right, so she got 2 whole new abilities. I love this grenade that she does that shoots out either, that rotates between chemical and frost. I think that's pretty awesome. That's a great idea for her. I'm glad to see her get some love because she was overpowered. So it's not, I guess love is the wrong word, but she was one of those characters where it felt like you kind of needed to have her in most of your runs because stim pack was incredibly good, resuscitation was really good. So some of her abilities were just crazy powerful. She was, if you wanted to, at least in the earlier runs of this game, like if you wanted to have these 1 hour, 2 hour runs or infinite runs way back in the day, you needed the medic. Okay, burn status lasts twice as long, and then +4 to fire damage type. That's probably pretty good. We already seen this one. Oh, here's the new, oh no, this isn't a new one. When you open an item chest or react to an SOS, create an explosion. Oh, here it is. It's literally right here. This was the one I was thinking of, the Ring of Power. The Ring of Power got nerfed. Well, kind of. I think before it was 1%. Anytime you opened an SOS or a crate, it would give you 1% damage, I think. So now it's each time you react to an SOS, you gain 5% damage, but now it's capped at 50. I think we're gonna do the fire. What's the fire tag gonna give me up here? Every burning tick has a 5% chance to apply burn to nearby enemies. Okay, let's do that, because we run a lot of fire here. Okay, well, let's take stim pack. So I want to say they got rid of the health regeneration, and what else did they get? What else did they replace with her? There was a health regeneration. Gosh, it's been so long. I can't even remember all her abilities. But she used to have a health regeneration. Then what was the last one? 1 million bullets. I got a new achievement. She still has stim pack. She still has rehabilitate or resuscitation. Why can't I remember what her last one was? All right, let's do makeshift bomb. See, so we can get, you know, like we can only restore maybe 4 health sometimes. So let's see, I think I can hold still here for a little bit. Oh, okay, yeah, not too long. I really want to see what the damage is for this too. I hope it's good. I don't want her to be putting up mad damage, but I hope her damage is better because she did no damage before. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see. Collecting a magnet power-up grants 10% bonus ability cooldown reduction, and then plus pickup range. So that would have paired well with that other item. +3 to every damage tag type, but -1 to any damage type with 6 or more tags. Are these all considered damage types? Because I don't see how that's a negative. -1. So is everything gonna get +3 here? But -1 to any damage type with 6 or more tags. So does that mean if it has 6 or more, it goes to -1? Because I think this is too... Is that too powerful? I guess let's see. Because this will put us over the threshold on a couple of... No. Yeah, it will. It'll put us over this, even with -1. That would give me exactly 10. So let's see how this works. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, shit! I thought I was gonna have a second there. I had my hand off the controller. So that did give us... That's pretty good. That's... Yeah, that one's totally worth it then. So let's see. So now we get... every burning tick has a 5% chance to apply burn. And this one, explosion radius increase. So it looks like you can keep putting more and more points into it too, and it'll increase the main stat here. Because now we're at 34% chance to apply injure. Seems like every time I hold still, that witch one shoots her bugs at me. All right, let's do... We have not done Ricochet yet. We gotta do Ricochet. Okay, let's do Molotov. It's been a while since we've seen a magnet, huh? I don't see any on the map either. Okay, let's do ability duration, and we'll do that on Medic. Yeah, we get hit hard here now, too. We can't take too many hits here. It takes a little bit for that to activate, too. The healing drone. Okay. Oh, we still have Resuscitate. That's still gonna go off if I die here. Alright, let's re-roll these. Let's do... I'm hoping Makeshift Bomb is one of them. And Molotov, so there we go. There's a chance for both of those. I would love to bust out a heal here, but there's no way I can stop. Oh, both are right here. Okay, so here it is. We get the Molotov cocktail evolution. Additional Molotov fills up with liquid nitrogen, is thrown and creates ice explosions. Love it. Molotov has a spray can attached that spins and spreads fire and explodes on burnout. Let's do that one, because we're more into fire, so let's try that one. That sounds fun. Okay, and then we don't get an... Hold on. So how's this gonna work? Are we replacing items now? Okay, when a damage dealt against a full health enemy is a critical hit, the final damage amount is half higher. So it's just gonna be bigger crits. Electric tag. Electrified less. We don't do any electric. Magnet power-up spawn twice as often. Depending on the number of survivors currently in your team, you gain a bonus. So if we have 3... we get... See, this is cool too. This is really cool. So if you're doing like a 1 survivor run, there's an item for you now. You get 25% extra XP and a lot more movement speed. I like that. We'll probably do this one. But do I have to sub something out? Yeah, I do. Okay. I don't know if I want to sub anything out though. Yeah, I don't think I want to sub any. I don't think I want to sub any of these out. So we'll just skip, I guess. Did I not click skip? Oh, I have to hold it. See, so that's going to be one of the things that's really different too, just adjusting to that. So now you only get 6 items. You can't stack them as much as you were before. Because before we were getting like 20 or 30 items each run, you know? I need to come up here and get this health. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I really want to get a better look at this Molotov. Because that flame was crazy. No, don't die. Where's the Molotov? Right here. Look at that. No. Okay, there it goes. That's super cool. That's really cool. I love that. Get that health. Yes, I love these new upgrades. I love these evolutions. All right, let's do weapon crit. Okay, let's do... Yeah, we did not upgrade very well here. Let's do experiment 21. Like I don't have the fire axe upgraded at all. The fire axe is such a good weapon, and we just totally ignored it. It does seem that the level ups are less too. We're at, well, I guess we're only at 17 minutes. It just seems like it's been longer because this is a 40-minute video already. My goodness. I guess we've been reading everything and my intro was a little long. I love this new turret. Or not turret. I keep thinking it's a turret. It's not a turret. That Molotov cocktail is awesome though. Shoot. I thought I was out of his path, but I guess I wasn't. Or out of his range. Okay, let's do... It's like the heal is so minimal. Oh, I died? What killed me? Something killed me there and I got a revive. All right, we're just gonna skip this. I do wish something better there would feel... I don't know what the right... Maybe you could level up the items you have. Maybe that would be a slightly better decision. I do get... Maybe you could level up or replace. I don't know. Trying to think what would make that feel better. Because, yeah, it definitely doesn't feel good skipping a crate. Since they're so rare. You don't, I guess, need to skip all the time, though. I guess it just depends what ones you get. Let's do Fire Axe. But yeah, when you are skipping them, it doesn't feel good. Maybe some XP instead, or something. Oh, and we're dead. We didn't even make it 20 minutes. Definitely a lot harder. Okay, so let's see what our damage was here. Assault rifle by far the most. It's hard to tell what's gonna be good damage now because of how different everything is and with the meta progressions. Because I I don't have any upgrades in any of these, but grenade trail definitely still didn't do a lot. Helicopter did, I guess, decent. I don't know. Let's see what else everything else did. Molotov cocktail did 749. Makeshift bomb did 340. Firewalk did really low. I think Firewalk used to be the best DPS weapon for this character. And then medic, handgun, and then yeah, these didn't do enough. These didn't do really any damage. 69, nice. And then 65 for this one. But this one's also a sort of a utility weapon too, since it can do cold. So it can freeze enemies. So half the time it's probably not even doing damage. It's just freezing them. But either way, pretty good. Damage dealt. Yeah, obviously the SWAT did the most. I put the majority of my points into him too. That's pretty sweet though. And then I like that this is different too. I don't know. I'm torn on each character having their own upgrades here. I'm kind of torn on that. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'll hold judgment until we play it more. But it does seem like it's going to be a pretty big nerf to the game. You know, because it was fun just getting ability size and then having all your abilities just get huge size, but now you have to pick and choose a little bit more. So that's definitely a big thing to look at here. Let's see. We had a couple of these leveled up to 10. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's see. So now we're going to get level ups. So you're going to get the most level ups for your main character, and then your side characters get sort of a fraction of that, which that's fair, you know. Main character gets the most, then your second and third get the second and third most. We unlocked a new item. Injured status lasts twice as long with 1 million bullets. Okay. So there we go. That's it. This has been yet another zombie survivor. Huge. Just, I'm telling you, this update is... This is a major update. This is one of the biggest updates I've seen for an early access game in a long time. Like every early access game, you know? This is really huge. I know it's been a while. It has been a while. It has been a while to be fair. It's been quite a long time since their last big update. But this update kind of makes it all worthwhile, you know, because this is huge. You now have meta progressions for all your characters. You have evolved abilities. You have badges. You have synergies. So much more with this game now. It's gonna be really fun to level up all the characters. Now we have so many more points. Like, look, I'm level 94. Look how much I need to level up here. There's so much more to grind here. I only have these at like level 1. I have some of them maxed out, and then I have a lot of them just sitting there at level 1, which is crazy. So there's a lot more to grind here. And then on top of getting all your characters leveled up too, it looks like these guys might level up pretty quick because we already got 14 points for this guy. But yeah, really cool update here. I'm really impressed with it. I'm really impressed with it. Overall, I think it's great. There's a few things I'm kind of questionable about still, but for the most part, I think it's amazing. I love the synergies. I love the evolutions. I love the new items. I don't know if I like having only 6 of them. That's kind of one of those things I'm holding out on. I do like that it will kind of specialize your builds a little bit more, though. You can't just get everything. So some of that makes sense, but I do think, like I said, I would like to see there be something different than skipping a crate. I don't know what, maybe extra XP or something, like if you skip it, but I don't really know how to balance that because I don't know. I don't know what the right decision for that one is. All I know is it doesn't feel good skipping a crate, and I want the game to feel good all the time. So yeah, that's it. Yet another zombie survivor. If you like these videos, please like, subscribe. I'm going to be doing, if you're new to this game, I'm probably going to be doing videos for this all week just because there's a lot to cover here. And it's really fun. I want to show off some of these evolutions, some of the synergies, see what this looks like, because there's a lot to show off here. So if you want to see more of this game, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check in daily, probably daily. All right, everybody, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.